reports from the sideline, horses and skylines, whip a porch, get a couple in these trying times. I see you, I feel you, I really do. But I wouldn't wanna be you like me. I'm on my peas like a feeding ducky. Seen your girl eating cheese pizza. She was yucky, musty. We need custody of the money tree. See my phone busting and jumping, it's like a buzzing bee. Wasn't he the same? Selling all them fake Gucci baggies at the minivan back then. But do you think anybody asking Marie Francois did the leather in the ass?
It's popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, it's popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, it's popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Oh, hey, that means it's hot. Hey, I'm popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, I'm popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, yo, I'm popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Serve it off the plate, dog. You need to feed your homies. I'm hotter than when you touch the iron to the starch. Wrap it in the foil before you put it in the fire. Grab it with a glove as you rolling like a tire. Elbows, 84s, catch me swinging like a fighter. Hey, it's kinda worth it, big flicking like a. That means if I burn it, then it better give me. Where your big homie at? Your security just fat off a flat. I wish Will never. For real, off rip. That last rap you spit wasn't on. You punching every line and you ain't slick. You don't got a clue what you be talking about. Poke your chest out and you can get. It's hit different when you listening to this in the car. The livest illest in this jurisdiction by far. You really gotta see it just to know what you saw. It's nothing nice to say that. Don't say it at all. It's popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, it's popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, it's popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Oh, hey, that means it's hot. Hey, I'm popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, I'm popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Hey, yo, I'm popping like I got a jalapeno on me. Serve it off the plate, dog. You need to feed your homies.
Look right past me, you slept wrong. Not all pain turns to Teflon. Invest my soul, that's a bet, bro. Blue face patience, bank tested, breath long. Money be a raft when you're trying to swim. And your vision is dim, cause the tunnel is grim. Had to make a lot of shifts with the way of the wind. On the whim, level win, so my high end is step strong. We fight for fun, I'd rather look stupid trying till I go dumb. I always hit it mad from enough, now I know some. My time divided, weeks inspired, days revival. I was crying, seconds drying. Global pride and lifted tired, Jim spin off, avoid the spiral when these reps subsided.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K broadcast. We've got a little shakeup on the hardwood, mixing some college players in for this one. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Iverson with the ball. Pass to Shaq. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Here's Reese. Hits the jumper in space.
How about the focus from her on the jumper? Total concentration.
Iverson again. Harper. Iverson passes to O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Outside Carter, nailed from three-point land.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's the pick. The three. Reese gets the bucket.
Seldom lets it fly from three, but Reese has been working on that shot.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Harper against Iverson. Pass to Shaq. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
That one is no good.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul. But O'Neal might just make them regret. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Fires from deep. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Got to get up close to her if you're a defender. She's a player who can hurt you from deep.
Iverson against Harper. Pass to LeBron. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bosh finds O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Carter, the pass to O'Neal. 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Harper. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Traps in the tray. Carter's got 6.
And how about the floor awareness there? Wade plays like a much older player.
Havlicek, the pass to Reese. Iverson grabs the board. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now here is Carter. He has 6 on the wing. Iverson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Reese gets the bucket.
Tricky spot on the floor. Reese, though, looked pretty comfortable.
Oh, the jam by O'Neal.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Here's Reese. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, she is just dominating this one. Every time she catches the ball, she's looking to score.
Here's Wade. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And there are so many reasons to be a fan of Wade's. This young man's ceiling is sky high.
The first one falls.
One of the most dynamic guards in the game. Wade can do it all on offense and is also a terrific shot blocker at that position.
For 3, Edwards sinks the triple.
Look, you can't let shooters get their feet set. You have to run him off the bench.
Pass to Wallace. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
And here is Billups. A 3-pointer, no good. Now Payton over to the left wing. Here's Reese. Takes the 3. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The 2000s team, they lead by a bucket. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And so here's Albuquerque following Billups' three-point attempt. Reese gets the bucket. Reese has got the lead up to 1 now for Albuquerque.
That's why Reese came in second for Rookie of the Year voting. She can really turn it on and hits lots of buckets.
Now here's Wallace. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Wallace has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Reese. Havlicek with a screen on Billups. Connects from three-point range.
Look, she knows how important that shot is for effectiveness of this offense.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way, guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Both teams will make substitutions. So it's the visitors now, trailing by 2. Three-pointer, cans it from downtown.
And Billups is a shoot-first point guard, someone ready and willing to let that one fly.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Reese, no good. Wallace dishes to Billups. Vince Carter on the wing. Payton on the double team. The 3, and it's Chauncey Billups with 3. Billups has got 6.
And you could just tell he was feeling it. A very assertive shot at the arm.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Well, Coach, we know that there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck has it, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Iverson. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Wade finds Carter. Wallace with a screen for Carter. Shot clock at 5. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And now the first timeout called here for Albuquerque. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. Pass to Betts. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. He gets it in there.
That's a heads-up play by her. Saw her teammate pop open and got the ball moving when she needed to.
Here's Iverson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Iverson's the master
of the and-one. Just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
Free throw good. Iverson. Albuquerque trails by 9. Outside Harper. Fires the three. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Still a developing part of Harper's game. When he's hitting from deep, Dillon is really tough to guard.
Pass to Iverson from deep. And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For the three, and that one's good from Havlicek. Havlicek's got 5 now.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now here's Pierce. Hasn't made one yet. Takes a step back. Off with the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Shot from the top of the key. Nice shot by Wallace.
A great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
Pass to Kuminga. Back to Havlicek. Kuminga, screen on Iverson. And it's Havlicek missing. 20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Pierce. And here's Iverson outside. Havlicek with the rebound. Outside Harper. From past the arc. That shot is off. Fires from way outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The 2000s team up by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Albuquerque trails by 5. There's a good screen. Reese sinks the triple.
It's been a big game for her. She's in a great rhythm. I'd keep going.
Look out, Ram. Here comes Shaq.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And again, it's Albuquerque. Now Iverson. He's got 8. James, a screen on Harper. Down low.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Both free throws good from James.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Cousins with a screen for Cunningham. Here's Havlicek, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he clearly liked that look and made sure not to waste the opportunity.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside, James. Here's Iverson. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Edwards. Pass to Reese. Cousins with a screen on Shaq. Reese gets the bucket.
And right there, she shows her touch from long distance. She's got a nice shot.
Cunningham against Iverson. Oh, exploding off the floor. Iverson. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Buries it from 3-point range.
I mean, they cannot stop her from scoring it tonight. She's putting on a clinic.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Cousins. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 4-point Albuquerque lead.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pass to James. LeBron steps it home.
Man, LeBron James, the king, can still fly.
Here's Reese. Lets it go from deep. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Wade with it. Now defended by Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
LeBron outside. Iverson darts in. And Iverson throws it down.
You gotta love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Reese, good on the triple. And Albuquerque. By 3.
Well, look, you improve your ability to make shots when you step into them with confidence. She just showed that.
Here's Iverson. Rebound by Albuquerque. Here's Reese. Let's go. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Reese has got the lead up to 5 now for Albuquerque. Teams deciding to change it up. .104 left in the third quarter. Phillips kicks to Wallace. Carter with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Carter's got 11 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. When you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Reese has got the lead back up to 5 now for Albuquerque. It's Bosch, that time on the assist by Phillips.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Kuminga, screen on Phillips. No problems knocking that one down. And Albuquerque leads by 6.
What a night she's been having. It feels like every time she gets a shot off, it's falling in.
And it's Wallace with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Back to Payton. Pass to Kuminga. Pocket 6. Kuminga, screen on Billups. Reese. And again Albuquerque with the triple. Carter for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Albuquerque headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here is Billups. We've got Cade Cunningham. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Hayes. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Payton in at the 2 guards.
And love the rise and fire approach from Wade, giving the D no time to react.
And here is Kuminga. After Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. Great open look there.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Payton from outside. The shot, no good. And they're moving it up. Wade outside. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Lewis checked in for Havlicek. Here's Wade, and Payton sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. His last touch by Payton. And Bosch now top of the key. Wade outside. Here's Wallace. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 5th assist in this one. Lewis sets the pick for Hayes. Misses the 3. To the inside. And Payton sends it back.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. They'll think twice before trying that again.
Kuminga connects from 3-point range. Kuminga's got 9 points here in the second half. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible. And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And James has made so many big shots throughout his career. This is nothing new.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game.
Listen, she's going to open up a lot of the floor for herself when she's hitting those threes. It's about more than the points there.
Wade slamming it home.
And this team already trusts in Wade's ability to nail the big shot. Very impressive.
And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
She's doing whatever she wants on offense. Whatever the D is trying, it ain't working.
And that one drops for him.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Reese. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
Wait, did you see her range? That's no run-of-the-mill three-point shot.
Pass to Iverson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. 14 points for Iverson.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Here's Reese. 6 on the shot clock. Over Iverson. Hayes. Great positioning on the putback. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Wade. Pass to Iverson. There's Iverson through the contact.
Strong work in close. I like it when he goes up with confidence.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Reese gets the bucket. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. James, the pass to Cook. Wade from outside. Goes up again. Here's Iverson. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Reese. And again, it's Albuquerque.
I'll tell you, she really answered the bell today. She's been a force.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. They're leading by 9. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game.
.15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lewis has got the lead up to 11 now for Albuquerque. And so Albuquerque takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
fast game to stimulate and activate the left and right brain. Say, baby boy, your only phone can edge your last cut. You focus on the passion to be your has what. That's one to live by, or either that's one to do. I try to just throw it at you, determine your own adventure, Andre. What station is my destination? She got off the bus, the conversation lingered in my head for hours. Took a shower, kinda sour, cause my favorite group ain't coming with it. But I'm with it, cause you're probably going through it anyway. But anyhow, went and died, went on out and bought it, cause I thought it would be jamming. But examine all the flaws, get walls get awfully sad and it's awfully. But that's all shit, bro, and I hope I never have to float in that boat. Up creek, it's sweet, it's the last quote that I wanna hear when I'm going down. When all said and done, and we got a new Joe in town. When the record player get to skipping and slowing down, all y'all can say is them earn their crown, but until then.
I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou. Ayy, I pull up designer, he want my. He call out the like Lou. Ayy, you goofies ain't getting no. I'm rocking out Gucci like Ayy, quit thinking I'm stupid. The owe me, the knew me like look. Ayy, yeah, look, 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 ayy, yeah, look. Name another with a flow like this. Can't nobody do the go like this. With a glow like this. And a like this. Can't nobody drop it low like this. Get dough like this. 10 toes like this. Hit him with the finger roll like this. Can I roll right quick? Can I blow right quick? Now you know you had to froze that red. With the C-A-D-I. Double L, take him to the hotel. Oh well. Throw it on my kitchen like Odell. So I pull up with the cheese, no rotel. Double L, AC. With the rock, no Jay-Z. You ain't talking money and pay me. Now you wanna F on maybe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou. Ayy, I pull up designer, he want my. Call out the like Lou. Ayy, you goofies ain't getting no. Rocking out Gucci like ayy, quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me, don't the knew me like ayy. Yeah, Lou, ayy, 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 yeah. 3, 2, 1, let me take off, sis. You want me go like it's take off, sis. Let me bake off, sis. Get your cake off, sis. Tell me what they wanna take off, this. Challenger, who in my caliber? I take a and I like Hannibal. Got your camera. I like with stamina. Goku, my go-to, I go to whenever I go through. I didn't know you ain't loyal. You come through this, so rap like some for you. Tired, they acting like we ain't the truth. But we spitting like this in the booth. Spook, pull up and hop at the coupe. Pull up and hop at the coupe. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou. Ayy, I pull up designer, he want my. He call out the like Lou. Ayy, goofies ain't getting no. I'm rocking out Gucci like ayy, quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me, the knew me like ayy. Yeah, Lou, ayy, 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 yeah,
Time to turn the heat up like it's Dolly.